Okay, so tell us a bit more about story history or chronicle theology.
Okay, well, a lot of nations have stories. Israel has its own particular story, and that story, appeared at a certain time, just as there was a transition between one writing structure and another writing structure, between the hieroglyphics in the cuneiform of Babylon and Assyria, and Egypt, the hieroglyphics of Egypt, to a Phoenician, Canaanite influenced alphabet, which the Hebrews championed, and it became known as the alphabet, and the Greeks adopted that alphabet in a similar way. They told the story of Troy, the Iliad, Homer and the Iliad. They told it. It was once an oral story, and then they wrote Greek down to the story that everyone knew orally, and in that way they were able to tell the story whilst people were learning the new alphabet. So that is not exactly the same way, but the Israelites told the Hebrew, had recorded their history and wrote it down in this new alphabet. And many of the stories were in the history. They were oral traditions that everyone knew, and they wrote it down in an alphabet so that everyone would know how the stories and would know how to read. And we became an alphabetized nation as part of our identity. And there are also many other ways that we became alphabetized and sensitive to grammar, and in fact the Israelite story is one which is, its identity is constructed over time and over place. It's almost like it's a few dimensional story, and certainly over thousands of years, and then over many different people, and the law stretches it out, and realities can change and something. It's actually a weird sort of space for reality to be created in. And we do that in a story, and we do it in the chronology. Really, the Bible is a chronology. It's 26 books. It's books of prophets. It's books of writings. It's books of some poetry. And it's the history of the kings of Israel, and a lot of laws and different types of laws. So these are in the recording of the sum total of the human experience in language. It has the flow, and the flow of it is theology, and it's a chronology, and so that's I suppose it's a long way of saying that storytelling is important.